We are back with another relationship question. If you haven't been following some of the other posts, we are answering questions, general questions about relationships. If you're not already in the Facebook group, come join the Facebook group, Date Smarter Sexier, and you can post your question in there and I'll answer it here for you. Or you can follow us on Instagram, Andrea the Love Coach, and we'll answer it there too. So the next question that we have: why do we always want what we can't have? This is probably one of the questions I see the most often. Rightfully so. Everyone wants to know, why is it when we can't have something we want, in particular a relationship or a person to be in a relationship with, do we want it even more? Have you ever been on a date and you're thinking, I'm not feeling this person, and then they tell you, I don't think we're a good match, and all of a sudden you freak out and you're thinking, why not? I'm great. I'm an amazing catch. I think I actually like you. I wanted to try this. Why are you rejecting me? So there's some reasons behind it. Romantic rejection can lead to increased yearning. I'm sure a lot of us have experienced that in some way or another. You might have dated someone for a couple weeks, a couple months, whatever it is, and then they break up with you, and during the following few weeks or months, you're yearning for them. You're wondering, what are they doing? Why don't they want me? Why haven't I heard from them? All of a sudden now you are craving their attention and craving to have that relationship back again. And you can't really figure out why, because maybe the relationship wasn't all that great to begin with. Well, here's the tip. It stimulates the part of the brain that is associated with reward, cravings, even addiction. And so that part of your brain is being stimulated now because you are experiencing romantic rejection. Have you been through a breakup where you start fantasizing about what could have been, even if it doesn't necessarily fit what was in the relationship? But now you start thinking about, well, we could have been this, or we could have been that, and we could have done these things together. We could have traveled together. We could have gone to a concert together. So we start to create desires, these unrealistic fantasies of what you could have been with the other person, but it's not reality. Another thing that we often do is we get addicted to the thrill of chasing. Even if, this is for the ladies out there, even if you're screaming right now at me saying, girl, I don't chase. I don't blame you. But you miss the chase. You like being chased, or potentially now this has created a side of you where you are the chaser. And even if you are not actually physically going out there and chasing, you're not texting, you're not calling, you're keeping your distance, you're the one who's thinking about that other person. You are the one who has them in your brain, and you're running these scenarios of what could have been. So while yes, literally, you are not chasing, but you are chasing an idea. You are chasing a fantasy, okay? So think about this. Think about, why do you really want this person? Is it validation? Is it because you feel that you have something to prove? If you get this partner back again, maybe you'll be the one to break up next time. Or maybe you can show to your friends and family, look, I am desirable. People do want to be in a relationship with me. Or maybe it's just to prove to yourself you can do it. Look, I can do it. I can make any relationship work. Maybe not this one. So here are some reasons why we often want what we can't have. And this is just a few of them. There's a ton of them, but just to go over a couple. Often we're thrilled about the chase. And it depends on if you're male or female for this one, because there are some stereotypical beliefs about who does the chasing. You can find out more about that in my video about flirting styles. But for the sake of wanting what we can't have, occasionally it is the idea of, I want what I can't have because I like the chase. I like the feeling of winning, of I earned this, I did my due diligence, I worked hard, now I have it. But eventually you probably won't want it anyways. Sometimes we're attached to the unknown, or the unpredictability of what the other person brings to the table. Now, this depends on how early into the relationship you are, but if you're early enough into it, sometimes this one will apply. And these I'm going to kind of merge together because self-esteem and ego kind of go hand in hand. They're just opposite ends of the spectrum, right? So sometimes we want what we can't have because it satisfies our ego. Our ego must have everything. Our ego must always be winning. But our low self-esteem is the opposite, right? Our low self-esteem thinks we're never going to get anything that we want. And so we really want something to work out for us. So remember this. Our sense of desire is both connected to pleasure and pain bodies. So both are being met. It's just like attention, negative attention, positive attention, it's still all attention. And that's kind of where this comes from too. Just keep in mind that if you are the type of person who always chases the bad boy, you're chasing the one that you know is thrilling, but maybe fits that stereotypical definition of the bad boy. Remember this, they're just not right for you. They're not bad. So when we say, I'm going after the bad boy, he's not really bad. He's just not the right fit for you. He's probably a very nice human, but not for you. So try and think of what you do really want, the type of person that you want to be with. And if you break up after a few weeks or a few months or whatever it is, and you are chasing this idea of wanting what you can't have, try and ask yourself why. Why are you chasing this person? What is it in particular about them that you really desire? And more often than not, you're going to find that it's just the thrill of it. It's your ego. It might be your low self-esteem. It's probably going to be one of the reasons we talked about earlier. But it's a good opportunity to do some self-reflection and move on and find someone who is healthy and makes you happy.